Why did I bill my landlord $150 an hour? I'd been the perfect tenant for 5 years, never late with rent, fixed everything myself, even hired professional cleaners for $200 before moving out. Gary showed up for the walkthrough with his little clipboard, said, "Looks great, you'll get your deposit back in 30 days, and shook my hand. 30 days passed, nothing. Called his office, assistant said check was in the mail. What arrived instead was an itemized list keeping my entire $3,000 deposit, $300 for carpet deodorizing on professionally cleaned carpets, $500 for perfectly working light fixtures, $800 for general wear and tear, which is literally illegal in my state, and $800 in administrative fees. I sent Gary photos proving the apartment's condition, but he responded a week later with, "These charges are final. The apartment needed updating." When I quoted state law about normal wear and tear, even highlighting the relevant passages, Gary hit me with 2 sentences. "Sue me if you want. Court cost more than $3,000. That night I couldn't sleep. Started Googling Gary and found dozens of reviews from past tenants saying he pulls this scam on everyone. Then I saw my old apartment listed online. Newly renovated, fresh paint, new fixtures. He was using my deposit money for upgrades he was advertising as features. That's when I decided to send this Temu slumlord some invoices of my own. That night I went through 5 years of emails with Gary and struck gold. His 2019 email. "Thanks for handling that drain issue yourself. Saved me calling a plumber on the weekend." After researching contractor rates, I discovered something beautiful. Nothing in our lease said I couldn't bill for services rendered. Monday morning, Gary received his first invoice for every clogged drain I'd fixed over 5 years, as well as itemized with dates from our emails. Standard rate, $150 an hour. Total, $875. Payment due in 30 days. Late fees will apply. He ignored it. Perfect. Tuesday's invoice, electrical maintenance services. For every light bulb I'd changed at $75 per fixture for ladder work. Total, $3,525, includes hazard pay for elevated work without safety equipment. By Friday, I'd sent invoices for pest control, $1,200, snow removal, $2,100, and air filter replacements, $875. Gary finally emailed asking what the hell I was doing. I told him, "Just billing for services rendered. My invoices are final." I gave him the same energy he gave me. By week 2, I'd sent 33 invoices totaling $18,000, with a cover letter mentioning state law allows triple damages for wrongfully withheld deposits. Then I found his LinkedIn, vice president of the Regional Property Management Association. When he finally called, Gary was using his fake professional voice, the one he probably practiced in those sketchy landlord seminars. "This is extortion," he said, like he'd learned a new word. I reminded him that charging $800 in administrative fees was the actual scam here. He tried threatening me with court. Then I dropped the bomb, told him I'd found his LinkedIn where he's apparently vice president of a property management association. I asked if his board members would love to know about his creative accounting. I'd spent the previous night creating a beautiful PDF packet documenting everything. His fake charges, my invoices, the email trail, even screenshots of other tenants' reviews saying he'd pulled the same scam. One click and it would go to every board member, his mortgage company, the Better Business Bureau, and hell, maybe even that property management Facebook group his company always posts in. Finally, Gary's voice came back, but that fake professional tone was gone. "I'll send you your deposit, but this ends. Everything ends." I told him I'd sign whatever he wanted saying the matter was resolved, but I was keeping all my documentation for future reference, you know, in case other tenants needed help with their own invoices. 2 hours later, my phone buzzed with the direct deposit notification, $3,000. Yeah, so I posted all his shit anyway. Within 48 hours, Gary had over 400 former tenants sending him invoices for unpaid deposits and maintenance work. One absolute legend billed him $31,000 for 5 years of property management consulting, since Gary never fixed anything, and the tenant had to coordinate all repairs himself. His Google reviews tanked from 4.8 stars to 1.2 in 3 days. Last I heard, he's being audited by the state for the past 7 years of deposits.